Hello everyone. So today we are going to talk about perspective. When an artist is starting out, they come across several fundamentals and perspective is one of them and is often overlooked because it is more on the technical side and less on the artistic side. But we need it to make accurate drawings. This is going to be a fairly short lesson but a very important one. So, before starting perspective, we need to know about two things. One is horizon line and one is vanishing point. Horizon line is basically the line that separates your sky and your ground. It is also your eye level. Horizon line moves with our eye level. If we move up, the horizon line moves up. If we move down, the horizon line moves down. There are a total 5 kinds of perspective: 1-point perspective, 2-point perspective, 3-point perspective, 4-point perspective, also known as the distorted, the fisheye lens. Then the 5-point perspective. We are only going to cover these first 3 because 4th and 5th comes later in more advanced lessons. So let's start. First, let's establish a horizon line. And here we have our vanishing point. So, in 1-point perspective, all the lines which are perpendicular to the horizon line converge at the vanishing point. For example, this, like this. Let's say this is the border of our screen. So these are all perpendicular lines, but they appear to converge at a point. This is 1-point perspective. And all the horizontal lines, they stay parallel to the horizon line. So this is our grid. In 1-point perspective. So, for example, you must have seen railway tracks. If you stand at one end, they appear to stretch to infinity. They will all converge at a point which is at infinite distance, theoretically. Or at least they appear to converge, because we all know parallel lines don't converge, but they appear to converge at a point. That is 1-point perspective. Now, let's talk about 2-point perspective. In 2-point perspective, instead of one, we are doing the same thing, but instead of one vanishing point, we have 2 vanishing points. Now, how does this work? Let me show you. draw lines coming out of the points. Now same with this point. So this is our grid in 2-point perspective. This is not a perfect grid. I mean, the angle between them should have been same. It gives you the idea. Everything that is placed between in this grid will have 2-point perspective. But we'll cover that later. Right now we just need to know about this 3-point perspective, 1-point perspective and 2-point perspective. Okay. Next we have 3-point perspective. 3-point perspective is also called bird's eye view. And at this point you can guess that instead of 2 vanishing points, we have 3 vanishing points. So let's make the grid. Three-point perspective is a bit confusing one. So let me show you an example how an object in 3-point perspective would look like. First, we have an object receding to 2 points here and here, and then it recedes to the third point. This. Because these lines are converging to this point, these lines are converging to some point at this side, and these lines are converging to at some point here. So 3-point perspective. In 4-point perspective, there's another point added, and in 5-point perspective, there's a point in the center. But we are not going to cover 4-point and 5-point perspective yet. So, for this lesson, try making as many grids as possible. Shift the horizon line and place objects. No, don't place objects yet. No. We'll place objects when we cover 2D shapes and 3D shapes. Right now you just need to be aware of these perspectives. See, in actuality we don't use grids, or at least I don't. You should. It makes your line drawing more accurate, but in real time nobody is going to wait for you to get a ruler, make the measurements. You just have to eyeball it. So that's it for today. I'm Mohit. Next time we'll cover 2D shapes and mirroring. Peace.